Hey loves, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing an updated how to remove your acrylic nails. I think I did this a few years back and I don't know if much has changed, to be honest, but I like to do them updated every once in a while just so you guys can see we have a lot of new subscribers on here. And yeah, let's get started. So these are about 3 weeks grown out. I'm not sure when I'm going to be uploading this, but I did these nails because I was thinking that I wanted short almond nails for when I deliver, and they got really grown out fast. So I just decided to take them off, and for delivery I'm going to have no nails on just because I'm not going to want to be doing fills on myself or going to the nail salon or anything. So I prefer just no nails. So we had these on for a few weeks and now we're going to take them off. The first thing that I do is I grab my clippers, and I learned this the hard way, you guys. Definitely recommend you flipping your hand over and cutting them like to the shortest length that you want, that you're like, okay, so I buy my nails, right? So my natural nails are super short. So I basically cut them to the very like shortest. And so I flip over my nail, and with clippers, I clip one side and then I clip the other, and it meets. So then it just like breaks off. But you cut it to the length that your natural nails are underneath, because you obviously don't want to cut them. The shorter you cut these nails, the easier it is, and the shorter it'll be for them to actually come off with the acetone. So I definitely recommend you doing this, just being very careful, because I used to cut them without flipping my hand over, and there were times where the cut or the clip, like I would literally go into my natural nail, I would bleed, and it would just be bad. So don't do what I did a lot of times. So I finally started doing it like with my hand over, and it works a lot better. Now I'm grabbing the drill, which makes the magic happen. It is from 𝘊𝘪𝘗𝘰𝘯𝘕. I will be leaving a link down in the description box along with everything else that I am using today. The drill is also from 𝘊𝘪𝘗𝘰𝘯𝘕. And also this nail dust collector, which is amazing, the best nail dust collector I've ever used. It is so strong, and honestly, you guys, because of the video and stuff, I didn't even like turn it on. But either way, it was nice to collect all of the dust like under there and not on my nail desk. But I didn't even have it plugged in, so I didn't turn it on, and I just completely forgot. But make sure to turn it on, of course, to actually use the nail dust collector the way it's supposed to be used. But yeah, now I'm gonna go over the entire nail. And when I did my nails, I didn't put a glossy top coat or a matte top coat, so it had no top coat at all. It just had the acrylic. So I really didn't have to do this, but you want to debulk the nail as much as possible, so that way when you're actually soaking your nails in acetone, it's so much faster, or else it'll take a really long time because of how thick your acrylic is. And it also depends on the thickness of how your nails were before. So that's why you want to debulk with this bit, because you want to just make it as thin as possible. So that way it goes a lot faster when you're actually soaking them in the acetone. I go at a really fast speed because I get very impatient when it comes to removing nails. If you've been on here for a while and you've been watching like my past videos of me removing nails and stuff, I am just like the most impatient person, and I never let my nails soak the way that they're supposed to because I just get really impatient. And it's the same thing with this. Like, I want to debulk as fast as possible, so I put it at like 10,000 to 12,000 RPMs, which is very fast. I wouldn't recommend going at this speed. I would say maybe 7,000 RPMs, because it starts to heat up your nails and it starts to get really hot and burn your nails, which I do not recommend. So when you're debulking, you just go back and forth on the nail, and you're gonna kind of see from the sides to see how thin it's gonna be looking. If it starts to get hot, obviously on myself I really don't care, but if it were with a client, that's why I suggest you just going at a slower speed with your your e-file. So now that I am on the third nail, I'm basically going to do this for all of the nails on both hands. I'm actually soaking off both hands, but I didn't record because I didn't want to make this video too long since it is really repetitive. I just wanted to give you guys like the basics of how to remove it, and it's very easy and it goes by really fast. It's just me being, you know, having no patience at all. So I want everything to go faster, and I'm going to be making it as thin as possible. And then once I'm done with that, I grab my 100% pure acetone from 𝘊𝘪𝘗𝘰𝘯𝘵, and I also grabbed some cotton balls, which you can get from Amazon. I have them on my Amazon storefront, or you can find them in so many other places. And the 𝘊𝘪𝘗𝘰𝘯 100% pure acetone. And then I also grabbed these, I'm not sure what they're called. They go on top of your fingers, but you can get them from Amazon too. They're linked in my storefront. But you basically, what you do is you grab a cotton ball, you soak it with the acetone, which the acetone that I'm using, I have it in a different container just because I like to fill it up when I need to, and it's easier to travel with if I need, because the bottle is smaller than the original packaging. So I grab my cotton ball, I soak it with acetone, just being very careful because it can get very messy if you put too much acetone. And then when you squish it with those things that you put on your nails, it kind of goes all over the place sometimes if it has too much of the acetone. So be very careful, and also make sure that it is 100% pure acetone. We don't want to use alcohol, we don't want to use anything else. It has to be 100% pure acetone. So now that I'm dusting off the nails with all of the e-filing that I did, that's what they look like. And now I'm taking out the next supplies that I need to be using, which are the cotton balls. And these are on the smaller side, so I separate 10 of them. A lot of the times when the cotton balls are bigger, I like to divide them in half just to use up more, you know, save more of them. But these are really small, so if I cut them in half, they would be too tiny for my nails. So I just grabbed 10 cotton balls, and then I grabbed 10 of the nail clips, if that's what they're called. And then these are all for personal use. So this is like my container. These are the ones that I use all the time on myself only. I don't take clients or anything, so it's just on myself. And then once I'm done separating them is when I put on the 100% acetone and get ready to take off the nails. I honestly didn't think this part through, you guys, and I was struggling so hard doing both of my hands doing this. It was not easy at all. So I had to cut off a lot of the clips because the cotton balls kept falling, and so did the clips, and I couldn't grab it. So I would recommend either somebody helping you or not doing both your hands at the same time. But me being me, I wanted to do both of them together. And yeah, so what I had to do when I was completely done with my left hand, I had to do it very carefully, and then I was done with both. But it took me a while. It took me a lot longer than it should have. After 10 minutes of me being impatient, you should definitely wait at least 20-25 minutes, and it will basically come off completely. But I literally waited like 8 to 10 minutes, and this is what came of it, just like a little bit of scraps. And then I put on the cotton balls again and did that again like 2 or 3 times because I couldn't wait past 5 minutes after that. So after 20 to 25 minutes, it should be completely soaked and your nails are completely off. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.